Hey folks, it's Mark again. I always do this to you. I'm always doing something and then it's kind of part and parcel of the ADHD crap. But I wanted to get back. I wanted to finish up. I was watching the video back, the first one, because evidently, even though it showed that I went 30 plus minutes total, whatever, it breaks it up. Somehow it breaks it up into two parts. So I apologize. So I guess this is part 3, but hopefully it'll be short and it'll be standalone. I'm just wrapping up some of the meat. But of course, what happened as soon as I, maybe like a half hour after I left you guys last time, it's Mark at Positively Peninsula, and it's still that 1st of July. And if you remember, it's talking about Project 2025. Excuse me. And yeah, I swear when I do this weed eater stuff, it really kind of like gets you in the throat and nasal areas. So this is. And it was right over on the coffee table, and I actually had my highlighter because I've been highlighting stuff to talk. I know. Don't get me started. I know. I'm already. So it's an essay, and it says Project 2025: The policy substance behind Trump's showmanship reveals a radical plan to reshape the world. Like, what the f? And I could see, let me see what my battery speed, I don't have much battery, so I have to be quick. So I'll expound on this more, but I wanted to get back to you so that if you wanted to look into it, you could look into it. This is, by the way, this was just published April of 2024, and it's by somebody named, she's a adjunct senior fellow, School of Global Urban and Social Studies at RMIT University, whatever that is. So it's not a politician, etc. And here it is. In April 2022, conservative American think tank, the Heritage Foundation, working with a broad coalition of 50 conservative organizations, launched Project 2025, a plan for the next conservative president of the United States. The project's flagship publication. So they published this. This is not like, these aren't stolen documents. Mandate for Leadership. God, that sounds Nazi to me. Mandate for Leadership, the conservative promise, outlines in plain language and in granular detail over 900 plus pages what a second Trump administration, if it occurs, might look like. I've read it, so you don't have to. That's what she said. That's what I was highlighting with some of the high points. So you've got to Google this. It's scary, dystopian, crazy, really freaking shit. So it goes international and domestic. It attacks both areas. It attacks the climate. It attacks democracy. It attacks. It's just crazy. So this is kind of a relaunch of the mandate for whatever it was called back under Reagan's. So they have called them 4 pillars. Okay. Pillar 1 is the overall mandate, the manifesto for the next conservative president. Okay. Pillar 2 is the foundation's recruitment program. That's what I was talking about before, was this weird, like, that just sounds so crazy Nazi. A kind of conservative LinkedIn that aims to build a database of vetted, loyal conservatives ready to serve in the next administration. The program is specifically designed to deconstruct the administrative state, code for using Schedule F, a Trump-era executive order, since overturned, that would allow an administration to unilaterally recategorize, fire, and replace tens of thousands of independent federal employees with political cronies and loyalists. That's crazy shit. That's what they do in Russia. Pillar 3, the Presidential Administration Academy. This is also what I was talking about. Will train these new recruits and exist. That's dogma. That's indoctrination. Amenable officials, amenable, meaning officials in the nature and use of power within the American political system so they can effectively and efficiently implement the president's agenda. And then the fourth pillar consists of a secret playbook, a resources bank of things like draft executive orders and specific transition plans ready for the first 180 days of a new administration. I don't know what to say. It goes on in depth, and maybe I'll touch on it next time, because I also want to talk about, I have one of the other articles that I had that I want to talk about was by a guy named, and you may have heard of him, and he's on, I think he's YouTube or something, podcast, Scott Galloway, who deals with toxic masculinity, because that's what also was talking about, we were talking about last time. And so I definitely want to talk about that. So maybe when the shed comes, which has just been confirmed, Jason just called me and confirmed that from All Store Storage Solutions, built houses, whatever they are, that this shed will be coming on the 8th. But by the way, have a great 4th and safe 4th of July. Anyway, those are the 4 pillars. I highly recommend. It was an article by Emma Shortis. So, and then the Scott Galloway, if you want to get a pre-read, is the opinion from him. The most dangerous person in the world is a young man who's broke and alone. And I would add on to that, and white. That's my 2 cents. Anyway, read about those 4 pillars. We'll talk about it a little bit more in depth, and have a beautiful day, folks. All right. Hey, don't worry. You got to stay positive. Okay. Always got to find that silver lining. I know that sounds horrible, and I just can't allow it to keep me up at night, because I could see that it could easily keep you up at night. But we got to be stronger than that, and get over ourselves. All right. So this is Mark out at Positively Peninsular, and keep this peninsula and the rest of the country positive. Okay. All right. Peace out, guys. Be good. Don't forget that compliment. All right. A sincere compliment to someone. All right. Take care. Bye-bye.